Alright folks, so you got me talking again. I'm going to do a build on the Nash, which is basically a Nash Metropolitan. The Hot Wheels was doing Nash Metro Rail, which is like a drag racing version of the Metropolitan, which is stretched with a bit of a different engine in it. This is one of the new for 2020 castings. It's a Hot Wheels Legend Tour winner, so it's a real car. I'm going to change it up a bit. I've got some off-road wheels. I've got a choice of engine accoutrements, which I'll probably pick from, and I've got a couple of machine gun barrels. Reason being, on the front here, you can see the silver headlights. They're part of the chrome interior piece, so I should be able to cut those headlights out, use the holes for machine guns. I'm just going to just dice on top of the engine and cut those off at a different like scoop, and that's really it, apart from the big wheels. It's a bit of a funky casting this. Let's have a quick look at it. Cheapers, it doesn't weigh anything. So yeah, these wheels should, in theory, go straight on. No muss, no fuss. So I'm just going to quickly drill this open and we'll have a look. And we're back. Don't need those. Use my little screwdriver just to open up those tabs. The aim of the game here. Tarnation. Not quite wide enough. That's a bit of a wedge, so they're not quite wide enough for wheels, but they're going to work. That's definitely going to change the look of it. Okay, so because they're not quite wide enough, I'll have to snip the axles, super glue them in. So I'll do that in a sec. So what I've ended up doing is adding some axle rods, a brass, what axle holders out, a brass rod, just to keep the wheels stood off the correct distance I need from the frame. I'm just going to glue these wheels in and we'll have a quick look, see what's going on with the stance, etc. Using this, it's quite new to me, Green Stuff Worlds Instant. It's slightly thicker. It's quite nice actually, if I'm honest. Works pretty well. Dries pretty quickly as well. Don't necessarily need to use an accelerator like I have been. Just gonna stand it off a little bit. Have a look at the fit. The body on. That's what it's going to look like with the bigger wheels. It's the sort of look I quite like. I'll just fix the others in place and we'll come back. There we go. So the stance is pretty cool. It's lifted up a little bit more over standard. Looks wicked. Next bit for me to do, just to cut these dice off the top of the engine. Probably going to go with this airbox from Camso Designs, I think. I'll cut it off first, file it down, and then we'll decide. There we go, that was easy enough. A bit small. One's a bit big. This scoop, that's extra flashing around there. One sec, let's remove that. think yeah, this Camso Designs one doesn't actually need any filing really. Give it a quick pass. My scoops and stuff would be too big for this. So I'm not going to replace the whole engine. So what I've noticed These are the headlight parts here that poke through the front. I'm just going to cut them off. Don't need them because that's where the MGs are going to go. Oh, I could probably do with that blade on my hair. Oh, blimey. Oh well, I broke the whole thing off, doesn't matter. Where's my screwdriver gone? Yeah. One of those days already, and it's only 6 o'clock in the morning. Been up for a while there, so with these headlights, they're not actually as recessed as I thought. You see it's like a little round stumpy bit. So all we do is I'm going to attach the MG barrels there. What I'm going to do first though, I'm just going to add this mesh to the windows front and back, because once I've got the headlight bits in, the MG's in, the whole shell's going to be glued together, so the interior is going to be stuck down. So I'm going to do that off camera, put the mesh in and glue everything down, and I'll glue the MGs on. And we're back. Put the MG barrels on. Just doing where the headlights were. It's pretty simple. It's pretty much done as well. Now I was going to change all the colour on this and repaint it, but what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to just go over it with some sandpaper and some files just to rough it up a bit more. Add a little bit more rust. Paint obviously the chrome. This is broken off because I'm an idiot. Fix that. Paint the guns, etc. and the mesh. So I'll fix that and I'll rough this up with some files and then we'll come back. Change of plan. I've just sprayed the whole thing black because going to do some dry brushing instead over the black. So I've got a grey, silver and a rust colour. Chips, scratches, rust. I'm going to dry brush the whole thing. I've got a couple of different dry brushes here. These are really not very expensive Dale Rowney ones. They're dry brush shaped, so see one's slightly more worn than the other. And these are the 3 dry brushing stuff that I used the most. And a lot of my earlier Gaslands builds, all I did was dry brush. Didn't use any of the technical paints or anything like that, so or any pigment powders or anything like that. So I'm going to dry brush it all over. So black's going to be the base coat, and then obviously the rust's going to be, and stuff's going to be on top. Then I'm going to do all the metallics with a gunmetal, and then I'm going to put a quick wash over, maybe go over again with the riser rust, because they'll use a dark brown wash. That'll tone all the rust down and make the metal look gunmetal-y. So we'll do that next. Right then folks, and we're done. I literally just quickly went over with some Tamiya weathering powder, only a little tiny bit. It just needs a clear coat, matte clear coat over the top, and it would be totally done. But that's as far as I'm going with it on this video. It turned out awesome, like I thought it might do. Hell's Belle decals from Molten Style on there as well. Just thought I'd add a little bit of decal. It ties in well with my other Nash, my Metro Rail, whoosh, Lady Luck, which is one of my favourite cars that I've done. Yeah, actually, 1 second. Zoom out. Go like that. Get this. Go like that. And what turntable spit. Is it powerful enough? It's powerful enough. You can see there's a bit of difference in length between the Nash and a Nash Metropolitan, or the Metro Rail It's just called Metro Rail by Hot Wheels. It's the old Nash casting. I put a lot more guns on that one as well. Same wheels, same style. Mesh windscreen, blower engine, MG. So they go together as quite a nice little pair. Let's take that extra car off there because it's weighing it down now. Yeah, so that's it really. Came out good. It's very bright. This light box has got really, really bright white lights on it, so it's actually not as shiny as it looks. But yeah, it came out spot on. I shall catch everyone next time.